Hello once again into this new video from this great channel. In today's video, let's see some creative ideas that we can use into the ChatGPT in order to start selling some services with this great tool. Now the ChatGPT is something created by the OpenAI company that they provide us the DALL-E number 2. DALL-E number 2 is going to be helping us to create images by just making text descriptions. And the ChatGPT is like a conversation between the humankind and of course the computer, the artificial intelligence. Now you might be saying that Google actually does the same thing, but what ChatGPT does is that we can continue the conversation. So here into the research of Google, let's say that I want to look for let's say recipes for cooking with apples. With apples. I mean, with Pro apples. So we do have a few recipes here, right? Something really simple. We have images. We have just description. We do have the level of expertise, the reviews, and all that. So if I want to do the same thing here into the ChatGPT, of course, this is going to be helping us with the recipes, of course, for the cooking with apples. So let's see. Here are a few recipes for cooking with apples that you might be enjoying. Apple pie. The classic dessert is made by combining sliced apples with sugar, spices, and butter, and baking them in a pie crust until the apples are turned to the crust in golden brown. We do have some baked apples. We do have apple crisp, apple cider, and apple sauce. So those are a lot of variations here, but something we can do instead of starting here into Google, let's say, can you help me to cook apple sauce? Can you explain me how to cook? So can you explain me how to cook apple sauce? Here into the enter. Sure, here's how to make applesauce. Start by peeling and coring several apples. You can use any variety of apple if you like, but your tart apple tend to work best for this recipe. Cut the apples into small pieces and place them into a saucepan. So as you can see, we do have the recipe here, and we are just starting with a specific topic. We started here with the recipes of the apples. We started here with the applesauce. And now that we do have this available, we can just ask for more and more. And here into the Google, we need to be really specific. Don't use a conversation, but try to look for what we are actually doing here. Now, how can I implement that into a selling services? So what I want to do is to make some creative ways that I can use this application as a tool to sell some services. For example, if I want to sell some services of creating myself, like short stories or like some horror stories, I would go into Fiverr. Now Fiverr is a place where this is a platform for freelancers and of course for people who need to hire people, right? So here into the create short story, I'm gonna do something short horror story. I will create a short story for you. I will create short stories which will blow your mind, and there's 500 services available. So original music, I will compose original music, and as you can see, it's speaking about short stories, short horror stories, like speaking about like really explicit. We only have 3 out of 500 services available. So I can go into the ChatGPT, tell me a short story, a short horror story about let's say I want to look for a witch. So I just need to wait a second here. Once upon a time in a small village nestled deep in the forest, there lived a wicked witch. She was known throughout the land for the dark magic and cruel deed. So this is like one creative idea that we can use to implement our first gig into Fiverr. So what we can do is to offer, I can create a short story with yourself. So, and you can provide, like, please provide me what kind of characters you want to add, what elements you want to add into the story, and you put that in here into the OpenAI, into the chat of OpenAI, and you just put that in there, and you just leave it to the person, the client, to whether liked it or not, which is actually like really simple to do. And if I want to create something, let's say create a character personality, for example, and I'm just guessing, and we can do here. I will create your personal metaverse avatar. I will create a character mascot. There's no such thing as a personality of a character, but let's see if chat can help us to do that. So I need to create a personality for a original character. When creating a personality for an original character, it's important to consider the background, experiences, and goals. This will help to make the character feel more realistic and relatable to readers. Here are a few steps you can follow to create a personality for your original character. So this is actually helping me to solve my issues. Like, if you want the computer to do the work for you, you can be really specific. But in my case, I asked to help me to how to create myself, this kind of character for this original person here, for the character. So we do have start by thinking about the character's background, the kind of family do they come from, consider the character goals, think about the character's strengths and weakness, consider the character values and beliefs, develop the character in relationship with others. So what I can even do here is to be more creative, and let's say that I can just try to make like a one-on-one chat, video chat, or like just a chat speaking about if you need help with doing something. You can use this information to help the others to develop their own personal stuff or characters or writing stuff. If I want to create some resumes, once again, I need give me 3 samples of a professional resume for for content creators, for content, or I just forgot to ask them like give me. But here is a template for a content creator resume: the name, the contact information, the summary, the experience, the skills, list of relevant skills, the education, the reference, the optional sections. And you can customize simply to fit your specific experience and qualifications. So we can do a lot of things here into the great application of the ChatGPT. If I want to have like, I need a template, or give me a template for terms and conditions of an online store. Okay, here's a template for the terms and conditions for an online store. The introduction, the documents outlines the terms and conditions that applies to the use of store name, website, and services. By accessing or using this one, you agree to be bound by terms and conditions. I mean, I can just copy and paste these terms and conditions and input my own personal information about my store, about my online store. So that's how we can be creative here into the chat of the GPT, and offer that service into Fiverr or into whatever platform of freelancers that they need work to be done. Just ask yourself, what kind of content are people willing to pay? And of course, at the same time, are like a little bit lazy. In this, as the technology just grows and grows, we are just getting lazy, like this Wall-E movie. So for us, if we want to earn more money online, that might be like so we can use this as our own tool to earn money. So you want to keep that in mind. See what you can do here into ChatGPT. There's so much things to go into the Fiverr, see how much are they charging, create your own resource. You can use more platforms if you want to. This is just like an example of what we can do inside the application, but that's totally up to you. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if this video was really useful for you. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. Hopefully I will see you next time, and good luck with that.